Aloha! Welcome to Don't Get Mad, Get Skills. How you doing today? Ready to get yourself some skills? You can start out by checking out don'tgetmadgetskills.com. Put in your name and email address right in there. That pop up, and then you're gonna get 253 Excel shortcuts. Once you're in there, you can select whether you're on a Mac or on a PC, or you can just have both sets. Who knows? Maybe you work on a Mac or a PC. And that is Don't Get Mad, Get Skills. You're looking at it right here. Don't Get Mad, Get Skills.com. You're invited. And what we're going to learn today is called 3D referencing. 3D referencing. Basically, what we're doing is we're going to build a summary sheet. We've got quarter one sales, quarter two, quarter three, quarter four, and then we have a summary sheet. You should always have a summary sheet where you can put together all of your data. Summary. You've probably already been asked by your boss, hey, look, here's all this data. Can you summarize it for me on one sheet? Well, this is how you do it. And we're going to do a real simple, real basic, because our specialty here at Don't Get Mad, Get Skills is Excel basics and ensuring that you get a solid foundation. Don't miss out on any of our videos. Check out right down there. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you can get notified every time I suddenly decide I got to teach you a skill like this one. So pay close attention. We're going to use a few different techniques to sum up all the way from the first quarter, Q1. We're taking a look right here. We're going to take Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, and we're going to summarize the totals right there. Year-end summary. It's all going to appear right in these cells. So are you ready? We're going to go ahead and start like we always do in Excel by applying one of the 7 habits of highly effective people. You're actually applying one right now. The first one, be proactive, habit number 1, so that you're always learning, you're always picking up skills. And when we're working with Excel, we use habit number 2, which is begin with the end in mind. In other words, you place your marquee and you write your formula in the cells where you want your answers to appear. So you begin with the end in mind. And because I want to summarize Q1 through Q4 into the summary sheet, I'm going to start out with the state of Hawaii. Once I do the state of Hawaii, then we can easily just go ahead and copy our formula all the way down. No problem. So we're going to use the sum function. And do you remember the shortcut for the sum function? We learned it yesterday. Let's go ahead and take a quick look up in the upper left-hand corner of our worksheet. And here we see that I've added the auto sum to the quick access toolbar. When I hover over the auto sum, you'll notice that the shortcut for it is all equal. So let's go ahead and use a shortcut. Why not? So we're going to go ahead and press alt equal, and we see the sum function has started. And when we take a close look, you see that it's waiting for us. It said, hey, sum what? What do you want to sum? Well, what we want to sum is we want to sum quarters 1 through 4. All right, look right down here. Quarter 1 through 4. So we're going to do what's called grouping. I'm going to group Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 together. Let me back it up a second. We started out where we want our answer to go, in the cell for Hawaii in the summary sheet. I put in the sum function using the alt equal. Now we're going to go ahead and group Q1 through Q4. So I click on Q1, hold down the shift key, press on the shift key, and then press on Q4. Now what we've done is we've grouped Q1 through Q4. And when you're in a group, what that means is whatever you do in any one cell takes place in the exact same spot in every single sheet within that group. All right. So we've got Q1 through Q4 already grouped. And what is it that we want to sum? We want to sum the total sales for Hawaii. So now I go ahead and click on the total sales for Hawaii. And you see that little marquee? Now it's click, 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 click. Well, it's not really making any sound. I'm making the sound. But that's called a marching ants marquee. That means you've got an active selection happening. Marching ants marquee. So as soon as you see your marching ants marquee, press enter. There you have it. Take a look at what this formula says. This formula says that it's the sum of worksheets. This means that it's a worksheet right there. It's the sum of worksheets Q1 through Q4 for in cell F5. See what they're saying? That formula says sum all the way from sheet Q1 through Q4, cell F5. There you have it. Press enter. Then I'm going to go ahead and double click on my autofill handle. Remember the autofill handle? One of my favorite tools in Excel. Well, let's just go ahead and double click on the autofill handle. Click, click, and there you have it. Yay! Success! We've just done a summary sheet. Now let me press the Control tilde and open up all those formulas. Relative referencing is in action right here. You see it's the sum of Q1 through Q4, cell F5 for Hawaii, F6 for Nevada, F7 for California, F8 for Alaska. Relative referencing in action. So let's go ahead and do this one more time just to make sure you got it down. Ready? Begin with the end in mind. So here we go. What's a shortcut for the auto sum? Alt equal. You got it. And now Excel says sum. Well, what is it that we want to sum? We want to sum from Q1 through Q4. I've selected Q1. Before I press Q4, what key do I press on the keyboard to group everything between Q1 and Q4? That's right. Hold down the Shift key and then click Q4. Now we've grouped Q1 through Q4. Now we've got to tell Excel, all right, what is it that we want to sum in Q1 through Q4 right now? And that would be the total sales for Hawaii. And then we press enter. And there we have our answer. Excellent. And now we're done by double clicking on the autofill handle. And there you have it, my friends. Just like that. Remember, go back to don't get mad, get skills. And right over here, right here, this course is shortcuts, tips, and tricks. It's not even available yet. I'm just putting the final touches on it, and it's all shortcuts. As you notice, I always use tons of shortcuts. Then we've also got pivot tables. Ever wonder about the pivot table? Well, in this course, it's not about the history of pivot tables. We're just going to not waste any time and just get right into it and start working with pivot tables. And then we've got 7 steps to Excel success, because it's important to lay a good solid foundation in order to get your Excel abilities to just catapult. So there you have it, my friends. And remember, don't get mad, get skills. And always keep on learning. Aloha.